Welcome to Pride Against Prejudice, a Shadowrun 4th edition actual play podcast.
Hi, I'm Simon and I'm playing Huggy Bear.
Hi, I'm Al and I'll be playing Maverick.
Hi, I'm Jack and I play Toyga.
Hi, I'm Michael and I'll be playing Sunshine.
And my name is Rhydian, I am the GM. If you would like any bonus content, a link to our living campaign map can be found in the show notes, along with a link to our Discord where you can get occasional bonus episodes, and if you'd like to add locations to the map or just ask us questions, you're welcome to join us there. If you stick about for a few seconds at the end of the episode, we also have a question for you as well. The following content may contain themes and materials not suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised. The team's new job is a tall order. Taking on a Yakuza Oyaban is going to need them to be well armed with information. Looks like it's time to tap up some contacts, Chummer.
What were we talking about?
The job.
Something about Yakuza.
The Yakuza owning this port. The port is the second part of this job.
Yeah, but it's going
How
to be...
are we going to do the first part? That's the part that scares me.
Yeah, there is a need to... The first and most important thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that under no circumstances this gets traced back to us.
Yeah.
We need to make 100% sure that this is not something that can be put on our heads. Because the Yakuza will not hesitate to take them off.
We are not going to get directly to an Oyaban. Would be better seeing if we can get hold of a... Apologies for my attempted pronunciation here. I am more white and basic than IKEA bed sheets.
I'm stealing that.
So we'd be better trying to get hold of a Shatigashira lieutenant, or we might get the Wakagashira, who's his second in command. If we can get hold of one of them, might be able to get a way into the Oyaban, find out where he's keeping his data.
Think we could get someone on the inside to go in and copy his data?
Maybe we'd need leverage. Big leverage.
We know where he lives. If he has children, we can find out where they go to school.
We're not capturing Oyaban's children. That's how you make enemies, Tiger.
We're not capturing the Oyaban's children. We're finding out where it is they sleep and threatening to burn the place down.
Tiger, we will definitely die.
We're not threatening to burn down an Oyaban's house.
We will definitely die screaming.
You think you'll leave us enough of our lips to scream with?
Yes.
You don't scream with your lips, you scream with your throat. My thinking
That's
is
fair.
we give him an opportunity. We make it useful to him. Look, all we want is one of your most troublesome lieutenants to speak to. We get rid of a problem that you wouldn't have been able to get rid of otherwise, and we get the information we want.
Tiger, you're going in the wrong direction here.
We need to go up the tree, not down.
Yeah, start with the Shatigashira to go up to the Oyaban. If you go straight to the Oyaban, we die screaming because we got in his way.
Alright, then we just reverse my plan a little bit.
There's always the option of trying to just hit and run the guy's house.
That's probably gonna get us killed horribly. Either on the job or in revenge.
More or less horribly than making ourselves known to them and then making ourselves their enemies.
Yes. Dying on the job would be less horrible. But I don't plan to do that either.
I might be thinking a bit too corporationally about this, but from my thinking with the Oyaban is that he probably has some undersecretary or minor associate who's getting a bit too ambitious for his own good, that he's happy for us to get rid of so he can turn his attention elsewhere. We could just reverse it a little bit, find that ambitious undersecretary or vice partner, and say, look, in exchange for certain favours and information, we want a word with your boss. Just play them off against each other.
Problem is that this makes us known to them.
We really don't want to be known to them because they might let us take care of the problem and then take care of the people who took care of the problem. Just for tidiness.
They do like tidiness.
We need to know more about this guy. We don't know anything about him. Sunshine, the Huggy.
We need to know as much about their operation in New York as possible.
People who are doing Matrix stuff, go Matrix. We may need to tap some contacts. I do have a relevant contact in the organized crime world. I should probably tap him. I hope you have your accent ready, Rhydian.
I will try my best. We'll see how it goes. I might have to install New York.exe.
New York.exe has stopped working.
You've got Boston instead. Are you giving somebody a ring?
I'm gonna just quickly look through my contacts and see if there's anyone else I could call first.
All of mine are with the gang scene, so it might be worth phoning around the gang contacts we have and seeing if they know anything about the drug trade that we're looking for.
Maybe worth a shout.
We've done a lot of favours for Mothers of Metahumanity and their business associates. We could let the twins know that we're planning to disrupt something that gives money to Humanis and see if they're willing to pitch in.
Yeah, we may be able to get some support off them.
So, are you giving Giuseppe a ring?
I'm giving Giuseppe a call.
Cool. Roll me your loyalty rating with Giuseppe.
I got 0 hits.
You, in fact, got a critical glitch.
Oh, for fuck's
no.
sake.
Yeah, there is no answer tonight. Just you just get
At the end
voicemail.
of your message, press
I
1.
leave a message that says, I've got something I think might interest you. Please get back to me.
All right. Are you guys doing anything else this evening? You're all still sat in Gorgas.
How big is the Japanese community in New York? How likely is one man who have been heard by another member, do you think?
It's fairly large. There's a fairly sizable Japanese community in by this stage. I mean, there's a fairly sizable community of everything in New York. It's New York.
Yeah, New York has a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
A lot of bit of everything.
yeah. And remember that this being the terrestrial seat of the corporate court, the Japanacorps have quite a significant influence here, and they import a lot of higher ranking staff.
Could everybody who is not Koiga give me a memory check?
That's 2 hits.
3 hits.
3 hits.
Yeah, I mean, you've already had to deal with some Renraku corporate brats who were playing Ganger in Long Island.
Oh, they were in Raku.
That's right.
So, I mean, a lot of them were Japanese.
That's a good point.
Oh, my apologies, that was in Queens rather than Long Island.
Queens is on Long Island.
Say that to someone from New York, I'll stand well back. Yeah, are you guys doing anything else this evening, or heading back to your individual places?
Or Matrix work. See what you can dig up on Mr. Hisabi.
My 2 ideas were let the twins know we're doing something that will in the end hurt Humanis. And Yakuza's in the 6th world, kind of racist assholes for anyone who's not Japanese. So they might be willing to do the bare minimum to give us a bit of a hand. And, I don't know, failing that, complain to my landlady about it.
Could I get another roll from Sunshine on... I'm assuming you're saying this out loud in character there, Toiga. Could I get another roll from Sunshine on her Yakuza knowledge?
5 hits.
Yes, so, oh boy, you kind of look at Toiga and go, Yakuza, racist assholes. Oh boy, let me draw you a picture. So, you're aware that the Yakuza, they are racist asshats about people who aren't Japanese, people who aren't human. You're actually more likely to get into the Yakuza as a gaijin than if you've got pointed ears. You're good luck getting in if you're a woman, good luck getting in if you're magically active.
Good luck getting in if you're gay. Yeah,
They're that kind of asshat. That said, you are aware a little bit from the period of your life where you were in pretty close proximity to a lot of Yakuza guys that there's kind of a cultural split in the Yakuza these days between the old school Yakuza and the reformist Yakuza, for lack of a better term. The old school are very hardline, no gaijin, no women, no metas, no magic, no gay, none of that. The reformists are a bit more, it depends on the individual Yakuza clan, but some of them now allow women in, some of them now allow gaijin in, some of them let metas in, some of them have woken up and gone, you know what, we need this fucking magic direct to keep up. Some of them combine these different elements, so yeah, it depends on which Yakuza clan you're dealing with.
We need more information.
Do I know which clan he's from?
I would say no, because most of your knowledge of the Yakuza as clans is based around the ones in Denver. You were around people in the Yakuza, but you yourself were not Yakuza, so you have a lot more knowledge than average, but you don't know like the inner workings.
Yeah, it is highly decentralized by design.
My other idea, apart from the twins, my landlady is heavily involved in, the criminal elements of New York. She encourages her innumerable and innumerate grandchildren to join gangs wherever possible. There's a slim chance she might know something I don't, so I can just, on my way home, pop in and ask her.
Are you heading home now, or are you doing other things before you do that?
So at this point, I was going to stand up. Well, I am only grudgingly technologically literate, so I'm going to leave you people to scour the internet. If you're giving the twins a call at any point, let me know, because I find them to be charming gentlemen. I'd like to have a few more words with them if possible. I'm going home to my bed.
Shall we call the twins just before you go?
Are you meaning Lucas and...
Yes.
Alright, so roll me, whomever's phoning them, roll me your loyalty with them.
One hit.
It's about the fifth ring before Lucas answers, and there's quite a lot of background noise. Sounds like he's out at a club and he's just stepped outside. There's a... What? Who is this?
Lucas, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's me. Who are you?
It's Toy Girl. We've done some work for you before.
Oh, yeah. You helped out Mum and the thing with the dog. How you doing?
Incredibly well. I've just found myself recently re-employed. It's going to involve giving bjimenez a righteous kick where it hurts, in the wallet.
I'm going to ask you to check in with your decker to make sure it's a secure line. Because I know you do the finger wiggling thing, and I know what you finger wigglers are like for this.
Not finger wiggling, it's more finger snapping, and then horrors from beyond the veil of space and time erupt from
Either
a
way,
victim.
I know what you're like with phones. Please check with your decker.
Sunshine, how do I make the line secure? What button do I press? red one?
Yeah, I take the comlink off him, swear a couple of times in Japanese, and then sort it out and hand it back.
Is this going to delete my high score on Flappy Bird?
Get on with the call.
Flappy Bird?
It was a really popular game for 10 minutes. People were selling iPhones with Flappy Bird installed on it for $7,000.
What's an iPhone?
Are you talking ancient history again, Tiger?
Oh, I'm so very, very old.
You're 30.
Yes, but this is the most advanced piece of technology I own. As far as I'm concerned, it's a rock full of lighting. Are you still there, Lucas?
I'm still here. I'm not
We're
sure.
going to pretend you heard...
I'm not sure I want to be here. What can I do for you?
Listen, okay, you are not to hang up after I say this next sentence. Is that clear?
We're on a secure line. Come on, get it over with. They're going to be
We are
starting
going up
in
against...
10 minutes.
Who's going to be starting?
Oh, the Dust Hammers. They're fragging awesome. Just get to the point. Get to the point.
Yes, we're going up against the Yakuza. There's a chap named Hisabi Kenshin, or Hasibi Kenshin, or I don't speak Japanese. I barely speaks Baratheon.
You barely speak English.
Be quiet, you.
Not if you want information, Chummer.
Sorry, I'm in a bad mood and I've had like 7 pints of gin at this point. His name's... It's orc gin. It's not very good and it's fermented from awakened plants which are actively trying to fight
I'll
me.
remind you, Chummer, that I've got tasks.
I'll remind you that I hear the voice of a goddess in my sleep. Hasibi Kenshin is an Oyaban of some sort. I need to know everything you know about him that you are willing to tell me.
Hand the phone to Huggy.
Huggy says he wants to speak to you. Don't press the red button. I gather that hangs up.
Right, okay. Heyo.
Oi, Chummer. Please ball gag your mage.
If I was allowed to, I would.
I heard that.
Mav holds a hand out to Sunshine at this point.
I reach my bag and hand him a ball gag.
Are you actually gagging the mage?
Tiger, are you going to make this difficult?
So Toyga sort of like raises his hands, like thumb and middle finger pressed together, like he's ready to snap them.
Mav takes a step forward.
Have you met Koshi yet, Maverick?
You win this round.
He's very friendly.
Right, okay, so we're having a little bit of trouble with the ball gag.
I ain't king shaming Chummer, I'm just king asking why the frag is that idiot phoned me.
So, we've had an offer of a job that might be in the same sort of area as your jobs from us in the past.
Right, cool.
We are flagging up some local dealers who are running money, who are, selling on behalf of bjimenez.
Alright.
And,
So, how do I figure?
well, I figure he thought you know about megacorps and their local subsidiaries, given that you're connected much more to the upper crust of society in this drag hole of a town.
I mean, I'll see what I can do. It's more politics side, but what do you need? No, Huggy.
We want to know about MCT and their connection with a gentleman called Hasibi Kenshin. We know he's Yakuza.
Oh, has he... Roll me a negotiation, please.
I do not have that.
What social skills do you have?
Almost none.
Okay, so give me charisma -1.
That is 1 dice.
Why? Edge it this time.
You are allowed to either edge this or hand the phone to somebody competent, should you wish to do so.
Somebody with a charisma of 5, perhaps, who has not been ball-gagged recently.
Hi.
Right, so I think this is probably something Sunshine can deal with better than me. I've had a few as well, but she has more of a knowledge of this side of things, so she can actually explain what we know and what we want to know if you can get us any information on it.
So I get handed the phone.
Yep, you get handed the phone.
Hey, Chummer.
Hey, how you doing, Sunshine?
I've had better days.
Yeah, me too. Why do you let that mage talk?
Because I didn't hand Mav the ball gag in time.
You're lucky that actions speak louder than words. What can I do for you?
Okay, we're doing this run. Checks, this is a secure line.
You hear a little bit tapping at the other end and says, yeah, it's secure at my end. At least we've got 2 people really competent on this.
Okay, right. We're on a run. We're in the legwork phase. We need to get access to Yakuza Oyaban called Hasibi Kenshin. I don't even know what clan he's from. I don't know the Yakuza in New York. I might know, like, one guy from forums. I don't even know if he's in the right clan. I don't know what clan I need to be asking for before I burn that particular contact. So I'm hoping you might be able to give us something on Hasibi Kenshin, even if it's just the name of his clan, or ideally, what other businesses he's in, how he's tied up with MCT.
Roll me your negotiation, please. This is just to find out how much information you get out of it. That's all.
I'm going to go ahead and edge this roll, actually.
Absolutely fine.
What? I rolled 13 hits on 11 dice?
Edge.
What? Yes, I did. I really did. Oh my god.
That's
And to Betsy.
That is a lot of sixes.
Okay.
That is a lot of 6s and 5s. Okay, so that's where all my dice luck went today.
All right. So
Okay, I see why they introduced hit limits in 5th edition.
yeah.
You could have 13 hits of nonsense. Why wouldn't you want that?
Oh.
That's all right. So, fuck my life. You have 12 net hit.
this is my hands phone to sunshine.
He sucks his teeth for a moment and goes, I know some direct chummer, but not over a phone.
Okay, where do you want to meet?
We'll find a cafe somewhere. Where's good for you? I don't really mind too much.
Okay, I'm currently over, like, Fresh Kills kind of way.
I'm not talking now. My band's starting in 5 minutes. We'll do this tomorrow. I'll meet you about 10. I'll tell you what I know. Grand.
A grand.
I can give you quite a bit here, chummer.
I turn to Mav and smile.
That's what we call a party expense.
Okay, good.
There
Yeah.
are 4 of us, 250 each.
Yep.
Look at change for what he can give us.
Okay, yeah. It better be good, Chummer. That's a lot you're asking.
Yeah, I can give you a fair bit for that.
Okay. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow, somewhere in Greenpoint. Does that work for you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Great little Italian cafes in that sort of area.
We're not meeting at that Italian place.
No, not that Italian. Come on, Greenpoint's a big place.
I mean,
No, there's
I mean,
okay, look,
don't get me
really
wrong.
Nice.
Don't get me wrong. Those cannoli. My fucking God. But we are not bragging, discussing business there.
Yeah, no, Chummer, come on, I'm not... Who do you take me for? No, I'm thinking there's a place on Banker Street.
Alright.
Really nice little cafe place.
Alright, cool. We'll see you there. So what's the cafe that you're meeting him at like?
Before we do anything, I am going to sit Tolga down and say very gently to him, if you fuck this up, you are not leaving this cafe with kneecaps.
So, say as little as possible, as politely as possible.
Please say as little as possible. I love you, Tolga. You're a great friend, but you talk shit to the wrong people.
Aw, thank you, Huggy. Like, Huggy gets like a little kiss on the forehead for that. I will be quiet and I will behave myself.
Tolga gets a light punch in the shoulder.
What's the cafe on Banker Street like?
So it's kind of more in the overspill from Williamburg North side. It's just over the border, it's not a hard border. And it's kind of in that similar sort of awful, kind of young, hip, trendy, overpriced soy calf kind of place that has lots of art students and stuff sitting on their comlinks, sipping overpriced pumpkin spice soy lattes.
I don't knock pumpkin spice, that stuff's good.
It is good.
It is, but not at 7 yen a cup, it's not.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, Jesus, no, I'm not paying that.
Yeah, well, the reason I go to this place, best I can tell, it is just locals and hipsters. It's not syndicate, it's not bugged to hell by the corpse. It's a good little, just small, independent place. That's why I go there, when I need to meet people.
Gone to Giuseppe's, the cannoli there are amazing.
We covered this, Tiger.
Tiger, we're going for soy calf, not cannoli.
I can't drink soy calf.
I'm sure it does non-soy calf as well.
If I end up drinking just another hot water again, I'm going to sulk so hard.
How will we tell the difference?
I think they've got some incredibly overpriced herbal tea.
How have you not been shot yet, Toyga?
He has been shot. There was a whole thing about it.
I have the bullet. He pulls out and.
The actual question is, how have you not been shot by Mav? Or possibly by Huggy?
Yeah, so anyway, you head over to the slightly hipster-tastic cafe and you see Dean in there. He is clearly on a come down from something. He looks like he partied hard last night. He's got the shades on. It's a good thing he's got a shaved head, otherwise he would just have hair everywhere, just disheveled as hell. He's clearly still wearing the clothes he was wearing last night as well, which is his going out get up. Looks quite nice. Shame about the beer that somebody spilt down it. He looks very hungover and he looks like, yeah, he was taking something last night. He was grinding his teeth. His tusks have cut his upper lip up a little bit.
Hey, Dean.
Hey, Sunshine.
Good night last night.
The band was bragging awesome.
So what have you got for us?
Oh, I've got a psychath for me and if you got a cred stack.
I've hands over 1,000 creds.
He puts down a white noise generator and says,
I'll turn it on once the waitress has come over and taken your orders.
All of you get to mark off 250 credits. New yen.
And we've got more psychath. Oh, God.
as the waitress comes by, he orders like the largest, greasiest breakfast in existence. And you've managed to find the one place that does Scots food in this area, and there's actual Pluty dumpling on the menu.
But no haggis.
Oh, there's totally haggis. There's lawn sausage. If they
Have they legalized haggis?
it's the sixth world.
The USA no longer exists, so yeah.
The sixth world is truly a lawless wasteland.
It has sheep's lung in it. It's amazing. Yeah, he's ordered the full Scots breakfast that this place does. And it arrives and he starts tucking in. You guys order whatever you order. It's pretty good. It's mostly soy replacement. There is non-soy options, but they're fragging expensive.
Suffer, Tiger. Suffer.
What lifestyle are you on, Toiga?
So it's a custom one. Comes out just shy of medium. Low we go.
Yeah, you'll need to drop 50 new yen on the food then, because it's not soy. He looks at the cred stick, turns on the white noise generator and says,
Alright, this fragger. Yeah, I know him. We keep tabs on him. Pensions, Yakuza of the old guard. He's in his 60s now, but he's been the Oyaban of the clan since he was in his 30s. He's got a wife. Her name's Asibe Famuki. Oh, God, I am hungover. Asibe Famuki. He became the Oyaban after his father, who was the previous one. He lost a significant chunk of the clan's holdings and prestige. They got into a turf war with the Vori. You know how that goes. And he committed seppuku to, cleanse the honor from the family.
Old God, indeed.
Word on the street is, you know how they do the whole seppuku thing with disemboweling and then somebody beheads you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, word on the street is it was Kenshin who beheaded his father after he'd done the ritual disemboweling.
Frag's sake.
Yeah, this guy, he's a scary motherfragger. But from what I heard, it's some ragged up thing where he loves his dad so much that he wants to help his dad cleanse the honor in his soul so he can get into the afterlife. I don't know, just yeah. He's also been heard to remark that the Emperor and his reforms on the whole putting an end to the island. You know the one? Yeah, oh what's it called?
Hokkaido? The northern one?
No, the one where they put people like me and Huggy and Mav.
Oh, yes, that one.
They have some sort of ghetto island.
Yeah.
That island, yeah. Oh,
Yomi Island.
Yomi Island, that's it, that's the one. Yeah, he said that the Emperor's reforms and getting rid of Yomi Island is the downfall of Japan.
sounds lovely.
Oh yeah, he's a cuddly guy. Apparently you never see him without his bodyguard either. chromed up street psycho on a leash. You'll occasionally let him out as an enforcer when he really wants to make a point. We know he's got a restaurant as well. They use it to launder money, that kind of drag. It's called the Prosperous Ball. If you need an address, I can get that for you. But the guy's got a fragging laser-like focus on detail. Every fragging little detail. He's been known to have staff at his restaurant beaten as well by his bodyguard for just the slightest of failings. His bodyguard's name is Kishimoto Yuki. He's a nasty fragger. But Kenshin, he also keeps a suite upstairs at the restaurant. He uses it as an office when he doesn't want to work at home. That's all I know about him. If you want a little bit more on Motoyuki or the clan or his wife, I can give you a little bit for free, but if you want a bit more than that, you're gonna need a little something, you know?
1,000 new yen, really not enough. But okay,
Hey.
how much more?
Hey, we've got you. You basically got this guy's fragging life story out of me.
Alright. How much more are you wanting, Chummer?
Roll a negotiation for me. This is just to find out how much you can find out.
I got 4 hits there.
Alright, call it 100, Chummer. I don't know a massive amount more, but what do you want to know about? I can give you a little bit.
So everyone knock off 25 new yen. Really as much as you can give us, honestly.
Alright, well, I'll tell you what I can. Guy's bodyguard, as I say, he's called Kishimoto Yuki. He's a street Sam in the truest sense. Fragger's got more chrome than a Westwind 2000. Just don't.
Was he attached Kumien directly to the Oyaban?
Sorry, what?
Sorry. Right. Yakuza, particularly traditional Yakuza, very, very hierarchical. This street Sam, is he a soldier attached directly to the Oyaban? Or is he higher up in the organization, just happens to also be...
Guy's fanatically loyal to his master. About the only time he ain't at his side is when he goes to the upstairs room of the Prosperous Ball, the restaurant, every now and again when Kenshin's safely at his office at the restaurant behind other guards. Yeah.
Did he do anything other than just bodyguarding?
Not really that we know about Chummer. About the only thing that gives him some vague sense of morality is Bushido and whatever the frag his master tells him. Dangerous Fragger thinks of himself as like a modern day Ronin or something.
Yeah, he would be a high school dropout.
I don't know about that, Chummer. But
Okay.
yeah, if you're going up against him, pack a PDS.
Always do.
Let us worry about that bit. Right, okay.
And that's why I'm not a runner.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the Golden Boar?
Not a lot. It's a seriously upscale restaurant in East Williston. It's in Nassau. It's Long Island. I'd give you an address, but we know he's got an office there. It's owned by him, but that's about it. I mean, what I can tell you about it, you're not really going to find out much more than you would on the Matrix.
Do you know anything about his wife?
Not really. I mean, you'd have to focus. I mean, Yakuza women, they tend to stay in the background, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Yakuza keep their family and their business separate. Very separate.
I mean, he may do, he may not do, but it's just not something I know about, you know?
They keep it separate right up until it's convenient for them to not keep it separate, but...
Ain't that the truth? I'm sorry, Chummers, there's not much more I can really give you about it. So, Mav, with your crit glitch earlier...
Yep.
Your comlink starts chirping.
I gotta take this. Popping outside. Is it in fact Giuseppe?
You call me again when I'm on business. When I am fitting somebody for shoes, you are gonna be getting bunions, you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, Giuseppe. That was poor timing on my part.
It's alright. Look, what do you want? Mav, you You did good work. You always do good work. So, I called you back because you do good work. You couldn't get everything last time. I get it. That happens. I ain't happy about it, but that's the way the cookie
It's the way
crumbles.
it falls sometimes.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm in a bad mood. I do not mind when people frag up. What I mind is when they lie about it. Dad, you would not disrespect me in this way, would you? Huh? You would not show me this disrespect. I would not show you this disrespect. So why has this little fragging got to do with it?
We haven't lied to Giuseppe yet.
I went to this guy's christening. This guy was like that. It has not been a good day.
Note to self, don't lie to Giuseppe about the way the train job goes down.
I have few lines. This is my line. Now what can I do for you, Maverick?
This is an interesting one. There's a Yakuza Oyaban.
I'm gonna stop you there. This requires coffee. How soon can you be at the cafe?
Pretty soon.
Okay.
I'm in the right area.
Alright. Drop me a time. I will try to be caffeinated before you arrive. I will try not to snap at you.
Mind if I bring one of my team with me?
For you, you can bring your whole goddamn team. If you want to bring them, bring them. If you don't, don't. I don't fragging care,
I'll bring part of my team.
as long as they do not cause a disruption in my cafe. They do not cause a disruption in my place of business. We are cool.
Noted. I'll see you soon, Giuseppe.
I'll see you soon. I am gonna go get breakfast.
So yeah, who are you taking over to Giuseppe's place?
Shall we finish up with Dean? Are we finished with Dean?
I think we're finished with Dean.
Is there anything else we want to ask him? And have we got all the notes that we need for that one?
I'm going to take Sunshine with me. I'm not going to take the Loudmouth Mage, as hilarious it would be.
The loudmouth mage gets fitted for new dancing shoes.
Concrete dancing shoes.
I was going to say, before we leave, I would like to do a small favour for our orc friend.
Which is?
I have a spell, Detox. It removes the negative effects of drugs and alcohol.
So,
Just cure his hangover for him.
are you asking him first, or are you just doing it?
I'd like to do you a favour, Dean, because you look rough as fuck. You look rough as a badger's ass.
What's that, Tiger?
I can cure your hangover. Consider an apology for calling you last night so unexpectedly.
I am not drinking orange juice with toenails, clippings in it or something.
It does not involve toenail clippings. You just need to hold still for a few seconds.
Alright, do what you're gonna do, man.
Just sort of hold his chin in place, lean forward, little kiss on the forehead, and that casts Detox.
Alright, so give me a roll. What force are you casting it at? Blah, 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 blah.
Casting at force 5. 3 hits.
A single net hit is sufficient to eliminate all symptom. You know what? Screw it. Yeah, I'll just say it's alcohol. I'll say that you cure it. That's fine. You head over to Giuseppe's place. It's really not far away.
We literally walk up the road.
Yeah, it's walking distance. You head down Taylor Street and up Leonard Street, and yep, there's the cafe. So it's just you and Sunshine. Has Sunshine met Giuseppe before? Remind me.
I honestly can't remember. Have we all gone as a team at some point?
I don't think so, no.
No. Mav has only ever worked for Giuseppe on odd jobs.
Then no.
On the way over, before we get there, Mav is going to give Sunshine a quick briefing.
So what are you telling her? Just roughly.
So, the contact we're going to meet is Giuseppe. He's Italian-American. He's mafia. He's a fixer. He makes shit happen. Huey intimated that I knew someone who would buy our Oyaban's data. This is the guy. I'm gonna try and sell him that data in advance in exchange for information to help us get the data. This is why I brought you. That makes sense?
Okay, I mean, couldn't we just pay him now and then if we get
get paid off him later.
Yeah, that way money's changed hands and we're not owing. We're not.
Hey, not owing Giuseppe a favour. Giuseppe usually deals in favours. That's why I did it that way around. But yeah, we can offer to pay him. Paying him is probably sensible.
Okay, you know the scary cobbler better than I do.
No, you're right. Let's offer
Right.
him money this time.
Because if money goes out and then money comes back in, no problem. If favour goes out and favour doesn't come back in, problem.
He fits us for concrete shoes.
No, he just fits you for another favour.
I've owed too many favours to Giuseppe already.
I was thinking you were getting a little too comfortable with owing Giuseppe a favour, but
No,
it's fine.
no,
It's fine.
I'm
You
not.
want to owe the guy a favour. When you head over there, it's nice little Italian cafe, like little booths. There's a woman at the bar who is yelling at a guy in the back with her hands as well as her voice. You're actually struggling. It's English, but it's Italian-American English, and you are actually struggling to follow some of it. There's a little bit of Italian chucked in the mix, and oh, she's angry. Or is she flirting? Or is she angry?
Italian, so both.
There's a very large gentleman on the door who just nods at Mav. Mav is clearly known here, so he's let in without question. There's a few people in there having breakfast. There's a pair of very elderly Dominican guys at the back playing dominoes. And there is a middle-aged white American Italian guy sat at a booth. There's a scarf and a Trilby style hat just kind of tossed on a corner in the table, and he kind of looks up as Mav comes in and just goes, "Hey, Mav, good to see you. It's good to see you. I'm sorry about this morning.
I'm sorry about last night.
I have a few lines, and to think that a man that I considered family would cross most of those lines in one fell swoop, that hurts. That genuinely hurts."
Mav thinks, but does not say, this guy needs to use silent mode.
An example had to be made. So, we'll put the white noise generator on. Have you had breakfast? Have you eaten?
Not yet. Cannoli?
Okay.
Mav looks at Sunshine. It's very good.
Oh, we can absolutely do cannoli. And coffee? You want coffee? It is actual coffee. I will not drink that soy drink.
How could I possibly refuse?
Wait, there's actual coffee and you didn't bring me?
Yep.
It's the sound of Toyger's heart breaking from several miles away as he walks home.
Like a mile and a half, dude.
Mash. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
Thousands of miles.
We're not that far away. Sunshine just nods at Mavs and gives Giuseppe like 2 thumbs up.
And
Oh.
and who is?
Giuseppe,
I was
this
about
is
to
my,
ask, who is this lovely lady? Are you
my
colleagues?
colleague,
Or,
Sunshine.
your colleagues.
Sorry to disappoint you, Giuseppe.
I am disappointed, though not entirely disappointed because you have brought such loveliness into my cafe. What can I do for you today?
So, as part of a job, we are going up against an Oyaban by the name of Hasebi Kenshin.
He raises an eyebrow and looks at you and says, "Okay."
Hopefully, going kind of around him.
I was gonna say, if you like, I know a guy who does particularly good coffins. We can take some measurements.
Hopefully, that won't be necessary, Giuseppe.
I hope not. I enjoy our little
Well-
favors.
I was hoping that we could perhaps buy any information you might have on this gentleman or his organization off you.
I mean, this is a thing that might be possible to arrange. We can do a little exchange. But you have piqued my interest. Can I ask what it is that you are doing with said gentleman?
Sunshine cuts in here we've been hired by an interested party to shut down a smuggling operation of theirs. Trying to carefully not give away too much.
This might be of particular interest to my associates. Reducing the competition is always welcome. I think we can definitely do business here. This is, yeah. All right. What do you want to know? How can Giuseppe bring light into your life?
By your very presence, Giuseppe.
Mav, he smiles at you and says, Maverick, stop lying to me. It is the cannoli that brings the light into your life. Maria, in the kitchen, she is an angel.
You know me too well, Giuseppe.
No, I know Maria. She is damn good. The things that I would do to keep that woman as the cook pale in comparison.
Are vile and illegal.
They pale in comparison to what the gentlemen that you and I have a mutual interest in have done. Also, I apologize for my Italian-American accent. It is fucking dog shit.
No, it is beautiful and should be produced at all occasions.
What we need, Giuseppe, is a way to get Mr. Hasebi's data without running him into him or his very scary sounding bodyguard.
Make me a visual perception check.
That I can do.
Both of you.
Okay. 3 hits.
Also 3 hits.
You notice Giuseppe, it's like a poker player who's gotten a seriously good hand, but is, when he was expecting absolute trash, and is quickly suppressing his facial expressions. It's only there for like half a second, but you both spot the
Glee. No Lee.
Okay. So you are looking to get a little bit of data off this individual. You are looking to do something further, and you need a little bit of informational assistance in order to accomplish this goal. So we can talk business. What do you want to know? And what can Giuseppe give you for this knowledge? Rather, what can you give Giuseppe?
Front, we would prefer to give you money for this knowledge.
Oh,
Which we will hopefully get back.
Because hopefully when we do the job and we get
Maverick,
this guy's data...
You wound me. Every time you have done a little favor for me, has it not worked out to your benefit? And he just gives you an absolute shit-eating grin.
Technically, but also fear of failure.
Alright, so let's cut the bull back. I realize that for once in your miserable life, you actually have the liquidity to pay me up front.
It's a nice change.
I know. That said, a little bit of something from the Yakuza, I can make use of that. I tell you what, we'll have a little chat, we'll talk here about price, we'll come to an agreement on that. You get me their accounts, I can give you something in return.
That's what I was hoping we would come to sort of agreement.
Okay.
That's the sort of agreement I was hoping we would come to.
You scratch my back, I scratch your back. We go to a masseuse, not that kind of masseuse, and everybody leaves feeling a bit more flexible.
Good deal.
Out of character, could I get a negotiation roll from either yourself or Sunshine? This is just to get a rough idea of just how much information you get.
Sunshine.
Mav, do you have negotiation?
I do, but I'm not very good and I haven't hit the spec in
Do you
yet.
want to assist?
I only have 3 dice. It's not ideal. Oh, what the hell. I hit.
So I get 1 extra dice. I got 4 hits there.
You guys have a little bit of a chat. What you find out about Kenshin and Motoyuki is pretty much what you already know.
Motiuki is the bodyguard.
Yes.
Scary dude.
You find out a fair bit about the Yakuza clan, the Hasibe Toragumi. They are probably the most old school and conservative Yakuza clan on the northeastern coast. Not a single full member isn't male Japanese human.
Right.
Charming.
They're pretty small by the standards of most crime families, but they've got pretty deep pockets.
That's because they're ruling out like 90% of the population.
They despise magic, but recognize its inevitability, so they hire mages in as needed, but will not have mages as full members. For the restaurant, it's used by the Hasibe Toragumi as a front to launder money, which you probably could have worked out yourselves, so that's a little bit of a freebie. It's also rumoured to cater to exclusive clients, quote, other needs upstairs, and all of the girls that work upstairs are bunraku.
Are those people who have had their personality wiped away by excessive use of SimSense?
Basically, they slot a chip, and for a certain time period, it basically overwrites their personality, and they have no memory of what happened during the time period where they were slotting the chip.
Pardon me while my skin crawls.
Yep.
What you find out about his wife is that she's about as traditional a Yakuza wife as they come. Word is that she's the daughter of a Yakuza clan back in Japan, and that she and Kenshin got married as a political thing. She's got no involvement in what her husband does, except for one thing. She's meant to be some sort of accounting genius. That she's also meant to have won a bunch of martial arts championships in her youth.
Right, she's also dangerous.
The other thing you find out about the Yakuza clan itself is that a lot of the quote-unquote legitimate stuff is done through their security company, Tora Security Solutions.
Oh, that all comes full circle.
For the information, given the fact that you're going to be getting him other stuff, he only charges you about 500 new yen. Is there anything else that you are wanting to try and get information about or do before we finish up?
I think for now I'm good.
The one very, very, very useful piece of information would be, does he keep records at the restaurant?
That is not something Giuseppe will.
Oh,
That Giuseppe just genuinely has no idea, but he would be very interested to find out.
because that's what I'm seeing is our easy route into this mission. Is if we can hit the restaurant when he's not there, fight our way through one bouncer, walk upstairs, steal a bunch of locked data, walk away.
Could I get a Yakuza knowledge roll there, Sunshine?
3 hits.
So, from what you know, having dealt with them tangentially in the past at your previous place of work, you saw that the Yakuza boss tended to take any really sensitive information away with him. He didn't tend to leave it lying around site. He just didn't have that much trust.
Okay.
Thank you for spending some time with us and listening to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast. We hope that you enjoyed the show and look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks' time for our next episode. In the meantime, there's lots of meetups in this episode. Do you guys have a set Meet the Johnson person in your team, or do you all go along together? Let us know on our Discord. Intro is More Human Than Human by Karl Casey, and the background music is also by Karl Casey. Outro music is Neon Thrills by Luck Hash, and all sound effects are credited in the show notes. The Tops Company Inc. has granted permission to the Pride Against Prejudice podcast to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and or any other proprietary material for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with the Pride Against Prejudice podcast in any official capacity whatsoever. All other works mentioned in this podcast remain the property of their respective owners. The Pride Against Prejudice podcast is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution 4.0 license. So if you want to use any part of the show, please give us the credit. See you next time, chummers.